Well, as you step outside your home this morning, you'll likely hear the hum of many generators.
A lot of folks got them going yesterday, or maybe ran out to buy one after more than 1 million people lost power. With customers now almost 2 million this morning still. Amy Davis is live at her home this morning to talk about some important safety reminders with regard to generators. Amy?
Yeah, maybe you've had one in your garage for years like me and you don't have power and you think, hey, let's wheel it out, fill it up. A lot of people doing that. A lot of people, like you said, going out to the store to buy one. And so your first time users. Daniel Anderson was a Cy-Fair volunteer, the Cy-Fair Fire Department this morning. Thank you so much. What is the biggest problem you see with major outages like this in generators?
One of the biggest concerns that we always come across is carbon monoxide poisoning. We need to make sure that we have at least 20 feet of clearance to make sure that the heat and the carbon monoxide can dissipate and not get pulled into the house from doors and windows.
20 feet of clearance. That's
Absolutely.
a big amount of distance, right?
It is.
So we've put this one here in my yard, and we want to kind of show you what 20 feet looks like. But some of the things that Damon's going to kind of take this for us. We're concerned about windows, doors, openings, that any place where it could get in. Let's see, 20 right there. That's 20 feet. That's a big distance. I mean, for a small yard like this, you want to make sure that it's as far away as possible. A lot of people will just go and put it in their garage and crack the garage door. What's the problem with that?
So whenever you do something like that, that CO can build up in that garage and it can eventually be drawn into the house. It can, if it's built up enough, it can become a hazard. So we're going to recommend that everybody has a working carbon monoxide alarm detector. Make sure that it's properly placed, because carbon monoxide is colorless, odorless. We may never even know that we're experiencing symptoms from it until we start getting nauseated or dizzy. So it's very important to have one. And
it can kill you, it can kill pets, it can kill anybody who breathes that in. We fired this one up a second ago, and you smell that gas exhaust. That's not what we're talking about. I mean, you may or may not smell that, and it's still giving off carbon monoxide fumes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and so let's talk about what we can plug into it. So I pulled out some cables that I had in my garage, a really heavy duty one that it looks like we probably purchased for some sort of washer dryer or something. I'm not sure because it still has the tag on it. Would this be what we would want to use, or does it really, or could I use a cheaper one like this that's probably from Christmas lights at like Target?
So depending on what you're going to use it for, this would be something that would be more appropriate for smaller use, smaller demand, like a lamp, a laptop, something like this. For higher demand appliances like a refrigerator, a deep freeze, something out in the garage, we want to make sure that we can use as much energy as possible without overloading the cable, so the larger is appropriate.
Okay, and then when we talk about 20 feet away from the home, you saw that distance. I'm going to probably have to string several of these together. Like I plug this one in and then I attach that one to get it all the way inside the house. What's the problem with that, or how can I make sure that I'm doing that safely?
So to be as safe as possible, we want to start off with the larger diameter, and then as we branch off, we can use something like this off of the main line to power a lamp, something that has a smaller draw. But anytime that we have a larger draw appliance, we want to make sure that we have the appropriate cable for it.
The thicker appropriate cable. Okay, and then last thing, you said a lot of people, when they go to get their fuel, you want to make sure you're using the appropriate fuel. They're not all gasoline. It might be something else.
There are tri-fuel. There's gasoline, some that are powered by natural gas, and some that are powered by propane. One of the biggest hazards is just fuel storage, making sure that we store it in the appropriate container, that we don't store it for entirely too long, and then we don't store it in an enclosed space.
And this is just a regular gas can, but you said probably after the storm has passed 6 months to a year, that's it. It's probably not good to use anymore.
Yeah, go ahead and cycle that fuel out, and you can get fresh fuel to keep in storage to be prepared for any emergencies. All
right, Daniel Anderson with Cy-Fair Fire Department, thank you so much for joining us. In our 7 a.m. hour, we've got more with the Harris County Fire Marshal, Lori Christensen. We hope you'll join us then. Owen, Sophia?
Yeah,
great information, too. You know, you got some fuel stabilizers that can help you if you're not sure. I mean, you don't want to push it too long, but that's something else to look into. Thanks for that, Amy. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Amy.